The death toll from the ongoing floods in the country has hit 38, with the Kenya Red Cross now warning that the flood situation is moving from emergency to disaster levels. And as Mary Mwoki reports, the government has warned residents living in lowlands prone to flash floods and mudslides to move to safer grounds, even as the Kenya Met Department warns of increased rainfall over the next 1 week.
Over 60 families in Kirinyaga have been rendered homeless after River Thiba burst its banks, leaving behind a trail of misery and destruction. The affected residents were rudely woken up during the night by waters from the flooded river, forcing hundreds, including children, to spend the night in the cold. Homes have been completely submerged and property of unknown value destroyed. The residents say this is a perennial problem every time it rains.
Wakati mvua inanyesha, hii mto inajigawa inakuwa mara mbili. Na ile inajigawa ya pili inakuwa kubwa kuliko mto yenyewe. Na ukiangalia watu wa Kongo, wale watu hawana pesa. Inabidi waingie kwa maji, ndio mtu aingie town, na wengine waingie kwa soko, maana siku ya soko ni siku ya Jumanne.
Been suffering here all along, every time, and as you can see, we thought this one would be the solution. Kina mama wana karibu wainue guo, men as well. We don't want this one.
It is bad, it is a disaster, even as at now, because the people who we find mostly getting affected, the people who don't have alternatives. We are trying as much as possible with our resources, with our teams in the field, to do the risk map, to map those populations who are at risk.
These bring to over 110,000 the number of people who have been displaced by floods across the country, with 24 counties worst hit, Nairobi leading with the number of casualties and fatalities. The situation is expected to get worse, with the weatherman now predicting enhanced rainfall in the coming week. Subsequently, Central Regional Commissioner Frederick Shisia has appealed to those living in lowlands to move to safer grounds until the situation normalizes, warning that the continued rains may trigger mudslides in the region.
Mimi nasikia huzuni sana kwa vile maji imejaa huku, nyumba za watu zinabomoka zote kwa sababu hizo mboma watu walali, mbuzi zinakufa, kuku hakuna na watu wanalala ndani ya maji.
Tungependa kutoa tahadhari ni sehemu za Nyeri South, sehemu za Mukuruini na Tetu. Tungelipenda kuwaomba wale wananchi ambao wako katika sehemu za mwinuko kwa wakati huu waweze kutafuta hifadhi kwa jamaa zao, ili mvua itakavyofikia kiwango cha kudhibitika, then wanaweza kurudi kuendelea na hali ya maisha katika mashamba yao.
The Kenya Met Department has warned of above average rainfall in most parts of the country, with flooding expected in low-lying areas, those in floodplains as well as in urban areas with poor drainage.